Well, it's a wet, rainy day. Can't say it's cold because it's 41 degrees. I'm out there in shorts, a sleeveless t-shirt. So what do we do on a day where you can't go outside? Can't walk my little pet, Leo. Sure, you've seen him sneak in some of the videos, give a seal of approval on things. So we're going to update the firmware on this. I haven't updated this in, must be a year or two. This is still stuck at version 3.03, and now I see that they're 3.06, so looks like I'm a few updates behind, so we're going to get caught up on that. So I got my cable plugged into the computer. Just got to hook this into the radio, and never, ever, ever have your radio turned on where you're plugging the programming cable in. Always keep your radio shut off, because what happens is you're going to have a tendency to push to talk when you're inserting the cable, and as soon as you do that, you fry the radio. You don't believe me? Check out YouTube and check out Google. There's hundreds of stories. People fried their radios by pushing to talk while hooking up the computer. So keep your radio off. Let's plug in the cable and let's proceed. Let's take a quick glance at the instructions. Gonna set the COM. Hopefully you have a familiarity of your CPS software and radio before you try this. Turn the radio GPS and APRS off. I got to do that. Holding down the push to talk and the PF3 key on the top, turn the radio on. Red light starts blinking. And then we're going to go in and update the firmware and open the file. And yeah, we're going to write it to the radio. It's going to reset itself after a while. And that should be it. So let me get the GPS and the APRS shut off. Okay, I think you can see that. That's on. Gonna shut it off. Turn it back on with holding down the push to, what was it? The push to talk and the green button up top. Okay, so now we got the blinking red light. Now I can go ahead and open up the CPS file and choose update. Okay, what I forgot the videotape was me reading from the radio, saving the file. I saved it as today's date. At the time of this video, it's March 5th, 2025, and I called it my UV2Plus. And so now we have we went to tools and firmware, and now I'm going to, sorry for the shakiness, write it to the radio. Yes, going to write it to the radio. This is going to take a while, so we'll be back. Okay, updated my contacts or address book. Now I'm updating the icons, see if there's anything different here. Okay, so if you go in the tools, there's a GPS satellite data update. I just clicked on the HTTPS download and it populated this list. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Don't know if I should upload this or what. Where is it going to put it in the file? It says load file and write allows you to download the satellite data from different website sources, but you need to make sure the data is reorganized in the same amateur.txt format from Solistrix. So I don't know if that is true or not, so I'm not going to write it to the radio. Okay, in the new firmware, they give you 8 fixed satellite locations. I don't know why you would want that. I just want my location coming from the GPS receiver. So, and I also had to go back in here and readjust my slots. Those were removed. Okay, so the new firmware required a few changes. Make sure my COM is set correctly. Port 5. We're going to go to program. Write to radio. Yeah, we're going to write this to radio. Cannot open communication port. What the heck? Write to radio. Cannot open. Son of a. Okay, just restarted the radio. Now I'm writing all this information with all the changes back to the thing. It says write data complete. And the radio says, copying data to the radio. Please wait. Do not power off. It's rebooting. Haven't seen any new icon display changes. Boy, that screen is bright. Here's my picture. It's my background AA1PR-mic. Okay, I don't see anything new other than maybe whatever's in the firmware. I had to make changes in the CPS software. Okay, I don't remember this there, but then again, I haven't used my DMR radio in a couple of years. So I have a digital contact list, and it looks like the whole worldwide, whatever I put in there, is in there on there. And they also have a friends list and the talk alias settings. So let's check out the talk alias settings. Okay, so when I click on the talk alias settings, alias display priority, off, alias display format, ISO 8. I have no idea what that is, so something new I gotta learn about, or you gotta learn about. Huh. I went to, I forget where this is, local information. I got an 878 UV2. Looks like it was produced April 16th, 2021. Yeah, I've had it for a couple years. But anyways, it's a UV2+. The green button there. Let's throw out a call on paranormal, and that's TGIF, Talk Group 3307. It's linked into my All-Star node here in Rutland, Vermont. It has Echolink on AA1PR-L. So come and join us. AA1PR testing. There we go, it's working. I don't see any new symbols on the screen, but I gotta go back into the menu here and turn my GPS back on. GPS. Shut it off for the update. What was that satellite thing? I don't remember this. This is a new feature. Okay, the fixed beacons. Okay, that's what those things are in that other part of the menu we watched in the menu, the video earlier. So, that's where the fixed locations come into play. Isn't that cool?